Well, it's Sunday the 2nd of January and we're all packed up. Dogs are saying goodbye. We're about to start our 2022 boat trip from Whangamata.
Coming up, we're going to see the Diddley-O's in a minute on our way to Whangamata. There's the Diddley-O's, but you can't see it.
Good.
Okay.
Yep. And one chicken.
Chook corner.
Not very chooky today.
Didn't get it. What's it doing?
So quite a nice half tide by the look of it. So we'll be motoring out there tomorrow morning. That's good. The final top up before we go away. Nice fine day, Monday the 3rd of January 2020.
Heading off on our big trip. Going down the channel. Whangamata. Goodbye Whangamata for the month.
So we've made it to Slipper Island and we're just having our lunch at 5 to midday on the 3rd of January 2022. Beautiful day here in the lee of the land. Just had a nice ham sandwich made. Michelle's made it and now she's consuming it. 9 o'clock at night, 3rd of January 2022. We thought we'd watch a bit of TV. Netflix.
Lost.
About 3:45 on Monday afternoon, 3rd of January 2022. We've been at the Northern Bay at Slipper Island, and I think it's time that have been here. Our marina neighbour Ian has been working today and taking a load of people out fishing and for a swim. He's obviously back to Whangamata Marina now. Afternoon, we've just moved around the corner because the wind seems to have gone to a nor'westerly almost, certainly a northerly, and we're a little bit exposed in the other bay, so we've come around to the South Bay. Which we've stayed at many times. Well, you couldn't really get a nicer spot to sit for the day, look out at what's going on, which is not a lot at the moment. The occasional boat comes by. Michelle's chewing on some cherries. She likes cherries. So do I, but I don't think there'll be many left.
You don't like cherries.
I do.
You told me you didn't.
We've been watching a little aeroplane take off from the resort and do circuits south and then up over Kouranui and on to somewhere else before returning here. And it's just coming back to land again. It's amazing how slow it is. It actually touches down. Just wafting it. There it is. That'll be another $140, thanks very much. You can have a free strawberry as you disembark. Here comes Barry, the busy aeroplane again. There he is. Well, it's about 5:30 on the 4th. I'm always very grateful for the lovely meals that Michelle cooks me. we have a great life on this. Tonight was lamb, coleslaw, some pickles and cheeses, and very nice. Thank you, Michelle. Bit of a clean up this morning because all the moths came in last night and we're having to hoover them up before we set off. It's Wednesday morning, the 5th. Oh, we're on the way again, heading towards the Mercuries. There's a bit of a swell out there, but not too bad. Just heading past Kouranui. We're just coming by a hole in the rock, just looking through a gap and just outside of Pito Bay. Good afternoon, it's 25 past 11 on the 5th of January 2022, and we've arrived here at Parapara Bay, Great Mercury Island. It took us about 3.5 hours to come up from the Slipper Island, so we're pleased to be here in good time, averaging 8.5 knots most of the way. This young guy next to us has got a hydra, whatever it is, hydra board thing, and a kite, and he gets up, he pumps it, and then it gets up on the hydroplane. It's amazing. I've never seen that so close before. It's really clever. Suddenly rises up out of the water and he's off. There he is. Look at that. Wow. That's fantastic. That's America's Cup stuff. This guy is amazing. He's like a kite. I don't know what it is, but he's so good. It's amazing. It's 6:45 on the 6th of January. This is Momona Bay, where we had to run to last night when the weather turned to a southwesterly. So we got here quite late, met up with some friends on their boat. So it's almost time that we're setting off, and I thought I'd better just check that everything down below was okay. Haven't used much diesel. There's the level there. We've arrived at Great Barrier and we're just tucking in through a little shortcut. It's calmer in here, and Fran and Eric are fishing somewhere nearby. Very scenic little passage through here. I've only been here I think 3 times. Just being a bit careful. Through Manor Walk Passage, heading to wherever we're going to spend tonight. It's I think it's Friday today. I don't know. Is it Friday? Yes. And we've got some visitors coming alongside from across the other side of the bay. It's about 8:30 on Thursday evening, the 6th of January. And we're here, sat in a beautiful spot at Smokehouse Bay, Great Barrier Island in Fitzroy Harbour. There's supposed to be all sorts of wind going on, but it hasn't turned up. So we're really enjoying being up here on the deck, looking out at everybody. There's a big blue yacht there, which is New Zealand's richest man, Graham Hart. And he came by and gave us a little wave before. And as we pan around, you'll see that we actually go back towards the bay, Smokehouse Bay, where it gets its name from. Everybody goes ashore, has a barbecue or heats a bath with by burning wood under it. Eric's just going to retrieve a hinge he dropped overboard, so he's reading the diver at the moment. Gosh. He's going for a little tiki tour around the harbour in the rain.
Don't call us, we'll call you.
So yeah. going to go out and see if Fran and Eric are somewhere out here, just going through Man o' War Passage. A lot nicer day than the day we came in. I think we're actually rafted up to Fran and Eric in Nagle Cove, I think it is, which is where you actually get the weather forecast from. But there we are, and we're just going to have a little bit of lunch. Just a quick look into Port Fitzroy to see whether we can anchor briefly here and then go up to the store and maybe have a look at the yacht club. All very nice through here. We've got Fran and Eric tailing us. A little shot of the little barrier in the background as we get closer to the northern tip of the Great Barrier. The leaders, Eric and Fran, are in front of us. About 20 past 8 on Monday the 10th of January. We're just leaving last night's anchorage, Whangamata Beach. We're just going to head out to the north. We're heading west at the moment, but we'll head north and check out Arid Island. Just doing a bit of a trip around Arid Island. We've got Fran and Eric in front of us. It's Monday 11:30 and this is where we've got to so far. We're heading across to the top of the Coromandel Peninsula and then down to Waiheke Island about here. Tuesday morning the 11th, and we hear that there's a cyclone from the north coming, so we decide we don't want to get caught in huge easterly, so we're going to make for Mercury Islands today. Be a trap for the uninitiated or those not reading the chart. Look how far out this reef comes from the headland. Water barely breaking on it. It's 8 o'clock at night, Tuesday the 11th of January, and we're anchored at Marina to the south end of Great Mercury. Michelle's having a little bit of a fish, trying to anyway. We've had dinner. You're getting lots of bites? Well, it's 9:05 on Wednesday the 12th. We're headed back towards Whangamata because there's a bad lot of weather coming. There's a little squall just out there which came through fortunately before we got here. We're just heading back down the coast. Good afternoon, it's Wednesday today, the 12th, and we're back on the marina. We decided to come home because there's a hurricane or cyclone coming, and we didn't want to run the risk of of getting into big seas out there. So we thought we'd have a couple of days off, got back here, waited until about, it was about 3 hours before high tide. Quite windy, quite a big incoming current, but we're here.
On our way to the Coromandel, to the Mussel Kitchen for brunch. On the 309 heading to Coromandel. 36 k's of this. Beautiful scenery. Still going. Another 10 k's of windy road.
Amazingly.
On our way to Mussel Kitchen via the Coromandel coast. Absolutely beautiful.
Good day here.
And there's the Diddley-O's. My favourite bay coming up, Wilson's Bay. Here it is. Before we go over the hill, descending into Coromandel. Goomba. I hope I didn't have that going. Oh.
Just had lunch at the Mussel Kitchen, which we've always quite enjoyed, and why not have mussels when you come to the Mussel Kitchen?
And
That's Coromandel, and there's Michelle walking up the street. There's a place over the road for sale. So we're at Eric and Friends at Matarangi after having an exhausting morning driving around all the local beaches. Beautiful day out there. Stopped on our way between Kouranui and Otama Beach at what looks like an area that slips quite steep down there, but we're looking out toward the Merks and the bay that we normally stay in. She'll take you some photographs. Good morning everybody, it's the 22nd Saturday, 22nd of January 2022. We've just left Chamberlain's Bay and we're heading over to Manawar Bay. Eric and Fran alongside us, just heading past Arran Bay where we stopped once to charge our batteries when the generator gave us trouble last year, and we're headed across to Manawar Bay, which is in front of us. Nice meal in at Manawar Bay. Now we're back on the boat. Leaving Manawar behind us, and we decided we're going to go to Coromandel tonight, or maybe Cocoon. So Eric's leading the way. May stop for a fish along the way. So we made it to Takuma, which is on the Coromandel Peninsula. Been here once before years ago. We're next to Fran and Eric. A nice, quiet, flat little bay. Sunday the 23rd is a boat similar to ours going past, and followed by a really big ship and a yacht.
oh, it's a ship. We've seen it before.
Sunday lunchtime, we're at Coromandel just waiting for Eric to fill up with diesel. We just came in for a look to see if we need to come in, how we do it. It's relatively simple as long as you come in at high tide. There's Coromandel.
Kouranui Island, and looks absolutely beautiful. Sort of like the sounds. There's American friend. Right, pink base.
Real pink. Yeah.
Oh, how big a splash are you going to make?
Let's go.
Right.
Oh, dude. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it though? Oh, it's gorgeous.
Heading up the inside of Coromandel Peninsula with a view to stay in a sheltered bay tonight. There's some bad weather on the way, so we need to get back to Whangamata. We don't want to have it take any longer than it needs to. Monday morning about 7:30 on the 24th of January 2022. We've got a pretty flat sea this morning, but it's raining intermittently every now and then. Pretty dull looking day. We're sort of on our way back towards Whangamata before the weather turns really to